Miria Tugume, the Kabale District Vice Chairperson, has raised concerns about the limited impact of government initiatives aimed at eradicating poverty. Speaking today while opening a one-day workshop organized by Key Corruption out of Uganda in collaboration with NGO FORM and the Uganda Local Governments Association, secretariat attended by leaders from the Kigezi sub-region, Tugume highlighted the shortcomings of programs such as Emyoga, the Parish Development Model, and the Woman Empowerment Program. She noted that while these initiatives were introduced to combat poverty, the effectiveness has been minimal due to inadequate dissemination of information and awareness among the intended beneficiaries. Tugume stated that the government of Uganda introduced various programs and policies designed to promote economic development to benefit its citizens, and the intended beneficiaries are not adequately educated about them. She mentioned that initiatives such as Seed Capital at Tandikwa were introduced, but due to inadequate education and awareness, the beneficiaries often misuse the funds for personal consumption rather than utilizing them effectively.
The government of Uganda has given out different programs and policies which can benefit our people for economic development. They have, like, we started with Entandikwa money. Entandikwa, it was just eaten by people. They didn't bring it out. They said it was a kasimo from the president. Ejo Jabo. Tuine Emyoga, it is with our people. We have Youth Livelihood Fund. We have PWDs. We have PDM. There are different good programs which government have bringing, but the mindset change of our people, how to use these programs to benefit us, it is still a problem. So it's us leaders who are here, who can deliver the message, who can go down to the communities to teach our people how can we economically develop.
Resident District Commissioner RDC Zadok Kamsime emphasized that leaders hold the key to addressing the challenges faced by beneficiaries of government programs. He urged leaders to actively work towards resolving these issues and engaging with individuals who are eager to learn more about government initiatives. Kamsime added that providing adequate education and information about these programs would encourage people to take them seriously, ultimately contributing to the development of their families.
PDM, most of us have gone, as leaders, we have gone to confuse people on renaming it Pillar 3. But if all workers of government were to always conclude by explaining where they join in the PDM, okay, people would understand and would reduce pressure from Pillar 3. For example, Pillar 4, about social services. What do you offer? Are they not social services? But you give them in education, in health, but you don't mention the pillar. That's why the focal persons of PDM are under pressure in the districts. Give us money, and people have been confused that the PDM means what? Money.
Robert Kakuru Byamjisha, the Executive Director of Key Corruption out of Uganda, explained that the workshop aimed to facilitate discussions on leveraging local philanthropy to implement the local economic development-led policy. He introduced the concept of giving for change, which encourages communities to willingly contribute to their own development, driving household transformation.
We are to interact, share, have ideas on how we can implement local economic development policy. It is a government policy that was put in place in 2014 to guide government implementations in delivering services down to the beneficiaries, to the people, to the citizens. So this policy since 2014, it has been in place. But all interventions that the government have been doing, they are implemented within the framework of the LED as a policy. Unfortunately, we realized in our assessment as civil society organizations and other development partners that the policy is very important, but very few stakeholders know it and know its relevance and objectives.
Kakuru highlighted those leaders from Kabale, Kanungu, Ruchiga, Rwanda, and Kisoro districts who are brainstorming innovative strategies to accelerate lead implementation while maximizing the potential of community philanthropy.
We use this policy to champion development interventions using the philanthropy for development approach. Philanthropy for development approach is giving for change. What you give to cause impact. For example, when our people in the community donate or do some work or give their time towards a development idea, if they don't charge it, then that one becomes a free giving for development. To give without expecting a return is what we call philanthropy for development. So, part of what we discussed here and agreed was that lead is not very well known, and we have to popularize it to all stakeholders.
Robert Ninyesiga, Program Coordinator of the Philanthropy for Development at the Uganda NGO Forum, revealed similar dialogues were being held in all the sub-regions across the country. He further noted that they would gather all the key ideas raised from the dialogues and submit them to relevant policy-making institutions in the country.
Since government passed this policy of local economic development, it has not been as active as expected. So we decided to support conversations that will bring together different stakeholders to reflect on how the lead policy can be successfully implemented. And so today we are able to have leaders from Chisoro, Rubanda, Kanungu, Rukunjiri, Kabale to reflect on this policy. What has emerged strongly is the need to invest a lot in awareness creation, because most actors are not aware of the obligations within this policy.
The workshop was part of a regional dialogue on local economic development led and local philanthropy, compiled by Mara Mishimwe and Norbert Nyamhachi for Chigezi Television.